Hello everyone, this is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister, and I'm coming to you from Windhoek, Namibia. Check out the notes section below. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for the people who have been sending Bitcoin, at least 3 of you lately. I don't know if I thanked everyone because I've been on planes and trying to catch up with sleep. Someone sent me 666 Satoshis, which shows up as $0 on blockchain.info. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if they're trying to send me a message or something. But my addresses of all sorts of cryptocurrencies are listed below if you want to check them out. I've got a smile on my face because Bitcoin is at like $742. And its trading volume is relatively normal. It's like around 80 million or something. And it's a good sign. People are just buying Bitcoin. There's legitimate interest in Bitcoin. So you go to the Twitter sphere on Twitter, just go on Twitter and you'll see Vinny Lingham, and people are reminding Vinny Lingham of his $1,000 prediction by year's end. And I will link to that famous article from earlier this year. I knew about Vinny already before that from previously being in South Africa in 2015 at a Bitcoin conference. See what travel can bring you. But that article gave him a lot of exposure to the Bitcoin American audience. And he's been somewhat legendary ever since. And now a lot of people are hoping it gets to 1,000 by the end of the year, like he said. And he also said 3,000 in 2017. Now, I don't want to get people pumped up again, but I'm just going to remind everyone, because if they check out Twitter, people are talking about this, praising Vinny. Hey, I hope for the best. I'm happy at $742. I think this is cool. I mean, again, I think hitting 800 will be very interesting. And, I mean, we might be on the verge of something big here. But again, I'm happy at, 742. So, speaking of Twitter, Tone retweeted something that a guy named Peter Warner, I don't know what the guy's name, I'm just looking at his address here. Sorry I butchered your name, man. But he ripped on Steem in this, and Tone is prone to retweet things like that. And he sent it to Tone. So I don't blame Tone for retweeting it, and I think it's interesting. I can't say that Steem was meant to be a scam. I'm not going to say something like that. But what this tweet brings up is how some of the people in the so-called anarchist community, yeah, I mean, you know who I'm talking about. If you've been on Steem lately, or if you were in Steem during the summer, really started screaming and bragging about how you can make so much money on it, and almost seemed like they were in some cahoots with the people behind Steem, the way they were getting promoted. And I don't know if they were or weren't. I don't want to make accusations, but they really took over the tone of the site, these anarchists. The same people who talk about the Shemitah, which is their version of the Shemitah, which is complete nonsense. Those same people who've been accused of scams in Mexico and everything. And again, I don't want to get into all that stuff. But this tweet addresses that. And, that was so bad for the tone of the site. And I'm glad this is being retweeted and it's being questioned. What the heck was up with the change in tone of the site? And I think for the site and the advice that they gave on that anarchist YouTube channel, not warning people that you just can't buy this. I remember the advice I give is just post away, but I don't know if they were saying to buy it or not now. But they weren't giving. They were irrationally exuberant to a point of like, what is going on here? So check out this guy's tweet below. And I believe, on a positive note, because I like to be positive, that, yeah, I think Steem has a lot of problems now, but I liked what I saw in South Africa, the enthusiasm, and I really think that the tone of the site, at least, can be taken over by real people who have real enthusiasm, who aren't trying to get rich quick, who, I don't know, maybe want to teach people about cryptocurrency. And again, Steem is complicated. Steemit is complicated because they don't explain what's going on the site. And I think I actually said something to Ned about that when I met him, and I was not given an answer. I mean, I don't know why they just can't explain what it is on the site, because it just leads to confusion and it leads people to make accusations. If you have a site, explain what the site is about, how the different cryptocurrencies work. Anyway, I've talked way too much about this. There is another Twitter out there called Zcash Victims. And he brings a Tone retweeted this guy too. I don't know, there's something going on with the guy who created Zcash, did something annoying. I'll link to that tweet. You can decide for yourself. A poster of mine, commenter on one of my videos. Oh God, I forgot his name. Sorry, I'm so tired. My sleep is so messed up. He said that the Ethereum hash rate, some of it has been lost to Zcash specifically. I don't know if what's the proof of that exactly. If that's going on, that's interesting. I guess it says a lot of things. Finally, another poster of mine wanted me to link to an article, a CoinDesk article about Israeli banks will unite with the blockchain. Something about the Bitcoin interest in Israel, which is, I mean, it's positive. It's a society that's highly technologically advanced. We already knew they're into Bitcoin. If the government accepts Bitcoin, or accepts blockchain technology, I don't know if it'll make that big of a difference. But I would urge people in all countries, not just Israel, to get into Bitcoin. But yeah, there's a lot of Bitcoin interest in Israel. I don't know what the government is planning on doing. Okay, I'm Adam Meister, Bitcoin Meister. Have a great day.